Alright, so when we're coming from France, Belgium, or Netherlands, the bus literally would have crossed the English Channel on one of them ferries, and then it docks there by the Dover port. I'm just not gonna go there because I don't have time, or at least I cannot care to. There are parts of the White Cliffs that I first saw in 2024, and look at the beautiful waters. The way my Guys, I'm walking up a hill and I'm already exhausted, and I wonder, how do people even walk this whole damn thing? From Foxstone behind us, we're gonna go all the way up to Dover. A 7-hour trip, and I've been walking for 20 minutes and I cannot even deal. Simply refuse to deal. No. At least the promised sun is appearing. Alright. English Heritage, Dover Castle. Woo-wee. I am exhausted. Yeah, that's where I'm coming from. Quite nice though. Yeah, no. Okay, I probably missed something here. Okay, some sunshine finally, but still a long way to climb. Let's go. That's where I'm coming from. Let's switch to Jesus. Why didn't I take the bus, child? I planned this nicely. We were not gonna behave white. We were gonna take a bus. Ain't no way nobody gonna be walking all these places. Oh, child. What was I thinking? Nothing, clearly. But you see that, how that stiff that is. Let me angle it for you. And the thing is telling me I took a wrong turn. Woo! Hi.
Yeah,
Are you sure? I
Yeah.
wanna give up right now. I wanna give up right
Out
now.
there, there are tickets, and there's a little more, but it's not as bad. This is like the worst part. This is the worst part.
This is the worst part. Cheers, eh? Whew. Jesu Christo. Oh my God. What in the blazing sweet Jesus? Whew. All for content. Aye, aye, aye. And that's where, if a funny animal slithers up out of here, I'm gonna flip this YouTube account into pieces. Because I am playing with them slimy animals. Oh, child. Woo. Oh, Jesus in Nazareth. Oh, you have no kindness at all. How could you do that to me? Yay, we made it. As the ladies were saying. I hadn't intended on coming up to the castle though. Jesus Christ. Wait. I do not have one. Oh well. Look, Netherlands doesn't have mountains or hills. Okay, few hills. But, you know, I remember I was in Switzerland a couple of years ago and my eyes were having trouble adjusting to mountains. Like, oh my gosh, what are these mountains? I haven't seen mountains since I left Willavio. And so my eyes were not used to it because Netherlands is such a flat country. I feel like I'm gonna be a rolling stone down here. Woo. Just so. Should have taken that bus. And then there had been stairs which were prompting me to go down. But I did not. But anywho. Alright, so when we're coming from France, Belgium or Netherlands, the bus literally would have crossed the English Channel on one of the ferries and then it docks there by the Dover port. I'm just not gonna go there because I don't have time, or at least I cannot care to. There are parts of the White Cliffs that I first saw in 2024. Look at the beautiful waters. The way my camera is positioned, if this phone fell into this water, it would be sayonara, baby, in Japan. Japanese. But the water is beautiful though. Cruise ship. Regrettably, the tides in Dover are so terrible that, oh my god, I'm even feeling the water from down here, so I wouldn't even go further than this. So in fact, the tourism warning board already has a warning for people to be careful of the tides. Superstitious person. If I was a superstitious person, I would be wanting to touch some water and get some blood, child. Ain't nothing like that, so get out of here. Alright, going up there. Am I gonna grab a pebble? Oh, they're so cute. Really, they are really cute, but I ain't got time for that. That's the beach in Dover. Beautiful coral blue waters. Lots of tourists walking up and about. So, by the way, the weather report advertised some sunshine for me for a 2-hour window because I still have to go to Folkestone and walk all the way back to show you the nice parts. So I don't want to stay long here. Slipway. I was reading something there. So this is Dover, private property actually. It's private property and people are not really allowed to just scampering up and about. Most times. Right, let's have a look at this